Taurus rising, in Navamsha. Taurus to Capricorn, manifestation. The person becomes strongly tied to material wealth and luxuries, unable to detach from their pursuit. They must work diligently to maintain their resources, often carrying karmic debts related to overusing family wealth in previous lives. Family and material resources take on a central role in their life, demanding constant effort. Taurus to Aquarius. The individual expects sudden financial gains, as if by magic, and may engage in deceptive actions to secure money, sometimes even betraying family trust. They rely heavily on unconventional methods to achieve financial security, often expecting unexpected or surprising outcomes. Taurus to Pisces. Manifestation. The person has a self-sacrificing approach to wealth, often giving away large portions of their resources for the benefit of others. They may serve as the lifelong breadwinner for their family, continually providing and sacrificing their wealth without expecting much in return. Taurus to Aries. Manifestation. The individual takes on the role of initiating wealth generation, particularly for their family. They become energetic in seeking out resources and income, driven to ensure their family's financial security. This combination indicates a proactive approach to building wealth, often starting from scratch. Taurus to Taurus, manifestation. Family wealth and inherited resources become the foundation for their financial endeavors. They may inherit or take over a family business, often feeling little urgency to actively earn money themselves. This placement can lead to a sense of laziness or complacency regarding wealth generation. Taurus to Gemini. Manifestation. The person's intellect or knowledge becomes their primary resource. Whatever planet sits in this placement will shape their view of wealth, considering mental or intellectual pursuits, such as knowledge or education, as key to accumulating resources. They value learning and communication as pathways to success. Taurus to Cancer. Manifestation. The individual views their mother or a maternal figure as a significant resource in their life. They may also consider the masses or society at large as a resource, often engaging in work related to food, hospitality, or caregiving. If a Matyakaraka is present here, they might build a career in the restaurant or food industry. Taurus to Leo. Manifestation. The person sees authority figures and positions of power as resources. They are highly competitive for status and recognition, more focused on attaining leadership roles and positions of influence than accumulating money directly. Their career pursuits are often aimed at gaining respect and authority. Taurus to Virgo. Manifestation. Debts, especially family debts, become a central theme. The individual may face financial burdens related to family responsibilities and will need to carefully manage their resources to pay off these debts. They may become meticulous in tracking expenses, aiming to balance what they owe with what they earn. Manifestation with planetary placements. Taurus to Pisces. Taurus to Capricorn. Sun. Leadership and recognition are closely tied to career and public reputation. The person seeks authority in their professional life and works hard to achieve long-term success. They may face struggles with maintaining a balance between material wealth and career ambition, often prioritizing status and stability. Moon. Emotional security is linked to their professional achievements and public standing. They find comfort in career success and material stability, but may struggle with emotional distance or rigidity in their personal life. Mars. Their energy and drive are focused on achieving professional success. They are determined and hard-working, often rising to leadership roles through sheer persistence. However, they may become overly serious or aggressive in their pursuit of status. Mercury. Communication and intellectual effort are channeled into career and public recognition. They may excel in fields related to business, law, or administration, where careful planning and communication are key. They can become too serious or calculative in their approach to work. Jupiter. Optimism and a desire for growth are centered around professional life. They seek long-term expansion through education, legal matters, or philosophical pursuits related to their career, but they need to guard against overwork or an inflated sense of ambition. Venus. A focus on achieving harmony and beauty in their professional pursuits. They seek relationships that help elevate their status and may be drawn to careers involving luxury or aesthetics. They may need to avoid vanity or focusing solely on material success. Discipline and responsibility are central to their career. They take a slow and steady approach to reaching professional goals, often facing delays or hardships, but achieving lasting success through perseverance. Rahu, unconventional approaches to career and reputation. They may rise to fame or success through unusual or unexpected means, often challenging traditional authority in their pursuit of recognition. Ketu, detached from worldly ambition, they may be less interested in public recognition or career success. Instead, they seek spiritual or philosophical fulfillment, focusing less on material achievement and more on personal growth. Taurus to Aquarius, Sun. Leadership and individuality are expressed through unconventional or humanitarian means. The person seeks recognition for their innovative ideas and social contributions, but must avoid rebelliousness or detachment from practical concerns. Emotional security is tied to social causes and the collective. They feel emotionally fulfilled by contributing to larger societal goals, but may struggle with emotional detachment or unpredictability in personal relationships. Mars. Their energy is directed towards social reform or unconventional projects. They are determined to challenge the status quo and bring about change, though they may face conflicts with traditional authorities or conservative values. Mercury. Communication is inventive and forward-thinking. They excel in intellectual pursuits related to technology, science, or social issues, often using their ideas to push boundaries, though they must avoid being too detached or theoretical. Jupiter. Growth and optimism are centered around social ideals and innovation. They seek to expand their knowledge and wisdom through humanitarian or scientific endeavors, but may need to guard against being overly idealistic or unrealistic. Venus. Relationships and harmony are found in unconventional or progressive settings. They are drawn to partners who share their ideals for social change and innovation, but they may need to guard against emotional detachment or superficiality. Saturn. A disciplined approach to achieving social change and innovation. They take a serious and methodical approach to their ideals, often facing challenges or restrictions in their pursuit of reform, but achieving long-term success through persistence. Rahu. Unconventional or sudden approaches to achieving wealth and resources. They may experience unexpected financial gains or losses and may rely on unorthodox methods to acquire resources, often breaking family or societal norms. Ketu. Detachment from material wealth or resources. They may feel disinterested in accumulating material possessions and instead focus on spiritual or philosophical goals. They may also experience unexpected losses as part of their detachment from wealth. Taurus to Pisces, Sun. Leadership is expressed through spirituality, creativity, or compassion. The person seeks recognition for their empathy and ability to serve others, but they may struggle with maintaining boundaries or becoming overly idealistic in their pursuits. Moon. Emotions are deeply connected to spiritual and imaginative realms. They find emotional security through creativity, compassion, or service to others, but may struggle with emotional confusion or sensitivity to the needs of others. Mars. Energy is channeled into compassionate or creative pursuits. They are driven to serve others, often through spiritual or artistic endeavors, but may face difficulties asserting themselves or maintaining focus. Mercury. Communication is imaginative and intuitive. They excel in creative or spiritual fields that require emotional intelligence and empathy, though they may struggle with clarity or practicality in their thinking. Jupiter. Growth and optimism are found in spiritual, creative, or philosophical pursuits. They seek to expand their understanding of the world through compassion and service, but must avoid being overly idealistic or escapist. Venus. Relationships are compassionate and selfless. They seek deep emotional and spiritual connections with their partners, but may struggle with boundaries or becoming too idealistic in love. Saturn. A disciplined and practical approach to spirituality and compassion. They take their spiritual growth seriously, often facing delays or challenges in achieving inner peace, but ultimately gaining wisdom and maturity through perseverance. Rahu. unconventional or confusing approaches to spirituality and compassion. They may be drawn to strange or mystical experiences in their pursuit of understanding, but could struggle with illusions or deception along the way. Detachment from material concerns, with a focus on spiritual or mystical growth. They are less interested in wealth or worldly success, and more focused on achieving higher understanding and emotional fulfillment through spiritual practice. Manifestation with planetary placements: Taurus to Gemini, Taurus to Aries, Sun. The individual's leadership manifests through active pursuit of wealth and resources. They are the initiators in their family when it comes to financial matters, taking charge with a bold and decisive approach. This drive can lead to impatience or conflicts if their goals aren't achieved quickly. Moon. Emotional fulfillment is found in taking action to provide for their family and securing material stability. They feel emotionally driven to ensure their family's financial well-being, but may struggle with stress and emotional volatility when resources seem uncertain. Mars. Energy and assertiveness are directed toward earning and protecting wealth. They have a strong work ethic and are highly motivated to be the breadwinner. However, they may become overly aggressive or competitive in financial matters, especially when resources are at stake. Mercury. Quick thinking and communication are used to navigate financial decisions and increase wealth. They may excel in fields requiring intellectual sharpness, such as business or negotiations, but might sometimes rush into financial decisions without thoroughly thinking them through. Jupiter. Optimism and expansion are applied to wealth generation and leadership roles in the family or community. They are likely to take risks in legal, educational, or philosophical pursuits to secure financial gains, though they should be cautious of overconfidence or impractical schemes. Venus. Harmony and balance in relationships play a significant role in their pursuit of wealth. They are driven by the desire to provide luxury and beauty for their loved ones, often finding pleasure in accumulating material comforts, though they must guard against overindulgence or vanity. Saturn. Discipline and responsibility in financial matters are essential for long-term wealth building. They take a practical, methodical approach to securing resources, though they may face delays or restrictions in their efforts, requiring patience and perseverance to achieve their goals. Rahu. Unconventional approaches to accumulating wealth may define their financial journey. They may be drawn to unconventional or risky financial opportunities, often experiencing sudden gains or losses. Their pursuit of wealth can sometimes involve deceit or breaking societal norms. There is a detachment from traditional means of wealth accumulation. The individual may focus more on spiritual or philosophical growth, viewing material wealth as secondary. This placement can lead to a disinterest in accumulating material resources and a focus on inner wealth. Taurus to Taurus. Sun. Leadership is centered around preserving and expanding family wealth. The individual takes pride in maintaining family traditions and is often seen as a key figure in managing family assets or businesses. However, they must avoid becoming overly reliant on their family's wealth for personal recognition. Moon. Emotional security is deeply rooted in material stability. They find comfort in maintaining a steady flow of resources and may be emotionally attached to possessions or family wealth, which can lead to fear of losing material security. Mars. Energy is focused on protecting and growing family wealth. They are assertive and proactive in managing resources, often taking aggressive steps to ensure financial security, but this drive can lead to possessiveness or conflicts over material matters. Mercury. Communication and intellect are applied to managing wealth and resources. They excel in negotiations, business, or financial planning, though they may overanalyze financial decisions, leading to indecision or worry about material stability. Jupiter. Optimism and a desire for expansion are directed toward increasing family wealth. They seek opportunities for growth through education, legal matters, or spiritual pursuits, though they need to avoid excessive materialism or greed. Venus. Harmony and pleasure are sought through material comforts and luxury. They enjoy the finer things in life and may focus heavily on maintaining a beautiful and comfortable home environment, though they must guard against becoming too indulgent or lazy. Saturn. A disciplined, slow approach to wealth accumulation is necessary. They face challenges or delays in building material security, but through perseverance and responsibility, they achieve long-term financial stability. Rahu. Unconventional or unexpected methods are used to build wealth. They may experience sudden gains or losses and are often drawn to foreign or unusual means of acquiring resources, challenging traditional family values or societal expectations. Ketu. Detachment from material wealth is present, with a focus on spiritual or philosophical matters instead. They may care less about accumulating wealth and more about finding meaning in life beyond material success, potentially feeling disinterested in family wealth or possessions. Taurus to Gemini. Sun. Leadership is expressed through intellectual pursuits, communication, or trade. The individual takes charge in areas related to business or education, using their intellect to navigate financial decisions. They seek recognition for their mental abilities, but may need to balance intellect with practical concerns. Moon. Emotional security is connected to intellectual stimulation and communication. They find comfort in learning, teaching, and sharing ideas, but may experience emotional inconsistency or difficulty forming deep emotional connections as their focus is often on the mind. Mars. Energy is channeled into communication, intellectual pursuits, and business. They are competitive in debates and discussions, often asserting their dominance through wit and intelligence. However, they may struggle with impatience or becoming too scattered in their focus. Mercury. Quick wit and intellect dominate their financial and personal decisions. They are skilled communicators, excelling in business, teaching, or writing, but may become too focused on superficial knowledge or ideas without deeply understanding the practical implications. Jupiter. Growth and expansion are pursued through intellectual endeavors. They are optimistic and open-minded, often seeking knowledge through education, travel, or legal matters, but must avoid overconfidence or intellectual arrogance. Venus. Relationships and harmony are focused on intellectual connection. They are drawn to partners who stimulate their mind and enjoy engaging in witty conversations, though they may struggle with emotional depth or forming lasting bonds if the focus is purely intellectual. Saturn. Discipline is applied to learning and communication. They take a serious and structured approach to education, business, or trade, often facing delays or challenges in their intellectual pursuits, but achieving success through careful planning and persistence. Rahu. Unconventional methods of communication and learning define their approach. They may be drawn to unusual or unorthodox ideas and are likely to challenge traditional educational paths, but this can lead to confusion or instability in their intellectual journey. Ketu. Detached from everyday communication and superficial knowledge, they focus on deeper philosophical or spiritual ideas. They may feel disinterested in trivial matters, preferring to explore profound concepts and inner wisdom, often at the expense of practical concerns. Manifestation with planetary placements, Cancer to Virgo. Taurus to Cancer. Sun. Leadership is expressed through nurturing and emotional care. The individual may take charge in family matters, focusing on providing emotional security and comfort. They find purpose in taking care of others, especially in home and family settings, but must avoid being overly controlling or possessive in their nurturing role. Moon. Emotional security is deeply tied to family and home life. The individual finds comfort in their role as a caretaker, often deriving emotional satisfaction from ensuring the well-being of their loved ones. However, they may struggle with emotional dependence or over-identification with family roles. Mars. Energy is directed toward protecting and securing the home and family. The individual is proactive in family affairs, taking bold actions to ensure domestic stability. However, they may become overly aggressive or defensive in matters concerning their family and home. Mercury. Communication is centered around family matters and emotional concerns. They are likely to excel in counseling or providing emotional support through communication, but they may overthink or worry about family issues, becoming emotionally entangled in discussions. Jupiter. Optimism and growth are channeled into nurturing and supporting the family. The individual seeks to expand their knowledge and wisdom through family life, often focusing on creating a harmonious and abundant home, though they must guard against overindulgence in domestic comforts. Venus. Harmony and beauty are sought in home and family life. The individual finds pleasure in creating a comfortable and aesthetically pleasing environment, often valuing relationships with family members. However, they may become too emotionally attached to maintaining comfort and luxury in their domestic life. Saturn. Discipline and responsibility are directed toward family obligations. The individual takes their role in the family seriously, often facing challenges or delays in achieving emotional security, but they ultimately achieve stability through patience and hard work. Rahu. Unconventional approaches to family and home life may define their domestic experience. The individual may experience unexpected events or pursue unorthodox methods of nurturing their family, but this can lead to confusion or instability in domestic affairs. Ketu. There is a detachment from traditional family roles and expectations. The individual may focus less on emotional or material security and more on spiritual or philosophical growth within the family context, potentially feeling disconnected from their family's emotional needs. Taurus to Leo. Sun leadership is expressed through taking on authoritative roles in the family or community. The individual is driven to gain recognition and status, often seeking leadership positions where they can showcase their strength and influence. However, they must guard against arrogance or overly controlling tendencies. Moon. Emotional security is tied to recognition and personal achievement. The individual seeks validation through their ability to lead and be admired by others, but may struggle with emotional ups and downs if they feel their efforts are not recognized or appreciated. Mars. Energy is directed toward competing for recognition and status. The individual is ambitious and competitive, often seeking leadership roles where they can assert their dominance. However, they may become too aggressive or confrontational in their pursuit of authority. Mercury. Communication is confident and authoritative. The individual excels in speaking or writing with conviction, often using their communication skills to assert their leadership and gain recognition. They may need to guard against coming across as overly domineering or inflexible in their opinions. Jupiter. Optimism and growth are directed toward achieving leadership roles and expanding personal authority. The individual is likely to focus on education, law, or philosophy to build their reputation, but must be cautious of overconfidence or an inflated sense of importance. Venus. Relationships and harmony are focused on gaining admiration and recognition from others. The individual values partnerships that enhance their status or bring them admiration, but may become too focused on appearances or material success in relationships. Saturn. Discipline and responsibility are applied to achieving long-term success and recognition. The individual takes their leadership role seriously, often facing delays or challenges in gaining authority, but ultimately achieving success through persistence and dedication. Rahu. Unconventional methods of gaining recognition or authority are likely. The individual may pursue unusual or unexpected paths to achieve leadership roles, often challenging traditional authority figures, but this can lead to instability or confusion in their professional life. Detachment from the need for recognition and authority may lead the individual to focus more on spiritual or philosophical growth rather than material success. They may be less concerned with personal status and more interested in serving a higher cause. Taurus to Virgo. Sun leadership is expressed through practical service and attention to detail. The individual takes charge in organizing and managing tasks, often excelling in roles that require precision and care. However, they may struggle with perfectionism or a tendency to over-criticize themselves or others. Moon. Emotional security is found in routine and practical service. The individual feels emotionally fulfilled when they can contribute to the well-being of others through practical tasks, but may become overly anxious or critical, especially when things don't go as planned. Mars. Energy is directed towards solving problems and maintaining efficiency. The individual is highly focused on improving systems and processes, often excelling in fields related to health, service, or logistics, though they may become irritable or impatient when faced with inefficiency. Mercury. Communication is analytical and detail-oriented. The individual excels in tasks that require precision and intellectual sharpness, often thriving in roles related to research, health, or service, though they must guard against becoming overly critical or nitpicky. Jupiter. Growth and optimism are centered around service and practical work. The individual seeks to expand their knowledge and wisdom through health, service, or education, often using their skills to help others. They must avoid becoming too idealistic in their expectations of perfection. Venus. Harmony and balance are sought through practical service and attention to detail. The individual values relationships that are supportive and focused on mutual growth, but they may become too focused on small details, neglecting the bigger picture of emotional connection. Saturn. Discipline and responsibility are directed toward maintaining order and efficiency. The individual takes their duties seriously, often excelling in fields that require precision and care, but they may face challenges or delays in achieving their goals due to a focus on perfection. Rahu. Unconventional approaches to service and health are likely. The individual may be drawn to alternative healing methods or unique ways of organizing and managing tasks, but this can lead to confusion or instability in their professional life. Ketu. Detachment from routine or mundane tasks may lead the individual to focus more on spiritual or philosophical growth. They may find less fulfillment in day-to-day work and more satisfaction in exploring deeper, more meaningful aspects of life beyond material concerns.